There's a saying, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And from the outside looking in, you probably haven't seen much. Perhaps you've only heard of the cornfields and corn heads. Those are here, and here to stay. But look closer, and you'll discover where corn meets road is a group of people who make this place called Lincoln awesome. Here, strangers are welcomed as friends, and travelers are treated as locals. A place that when you leave is somehow unexpectedly on your mind. Like other growing cities, we've got it all. Award-winning local breweries, captivating museums, curated fine art, innovative cuisine, charming shops and boutiques, a rich tradition of sports, and a diverse selection of entertainment. Experience is what matters. And community, well, that's our pride and joy. It's why 297,622 people, and counting, call it home. So when you come to Lincoln and discover everything this big little town in the Midwest has to offer, remember, with every interaction, moment, and experience you have, don't just look. See.
Hello and welcome to Out and About. Summer is over, the kids are back in school, and volleyball and football seasons have begun. It's a great time of the year in the capital city. And Jeff Mull from Visit Lincoln joins me now to talk about all the fun. First of all, we have to say, we have not shrunk.
We have not.
We are taping in a different room and our chairs are short.
I thought we were at the kids' table.
Well,
makes me feel a lot shorter.
Bo, did you put us at the kids' table? Anyway, just try to ignore that.
Yeah.
We haven't shrunk. And
we
that's good news. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to talk about some festivals. First of all, a seasonal favorite, the Harvest Moon Festival.
Yeah, the Asian Center's annual Harvest Moon Festival will take place. Its roots date back to the customs of the Zhao dynasty in 1046 to 256 BC. Great opportunity to get together and enjoy cultural performances, music, food, and activities.
This is a very fun time, yes. This holiday is observed by people from most Asian countries. So, it's a good time to celebrate the harvest and the season of fall.
Yeah, everybody's welcome. Should be a great event.
All right, a new event that's coming up is the combination of two existing events. I'll let you explain.
Yeah, the Literary Festival combines the Nebraska Book Festival and the Nebraska Book Awards celebration and aims to celebrate Nebraska's rich literary heritage alongside contemporary authors. Great opportunity. The ending presentation in this event will be the 2024 Book Awards, Nebraska Book Awards, and the announcement of the 2025 One Book, One Nebraska selection.
Okay, the bookfestival.nebraska.gov is the website to go and check out this new but old event. All right, let's do some music. Another new event. This is the city's newest Americana Roots and Folk Festival.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun, and this will join the South Salt Creek Neighborhood Association September 14th, bringing back the music of the Neighborhood Porch. Over 20 bands, student stage, food trucks, and community jamming circle await you at Porch Jam 2024 at Cooper Park.
Cooper Park is a beautiful park and a very interesting part of the community.
Yeah, just a stone's throw from the Germans from Russia Museum,
That's right.
which we're going to talk about later on.
That's right. Getting close to Oktoberfest. Okay, we've got two popular music series winding down. The first one, the Lincoln Community Foundation Garden Performance Series, and it's ending with a bang with Bass Meets Voice.
Yeah, ending of a 50-year tradition. The series itself will wrap up for the year. This will be the last performance of the series. Diane, as you mentioned, the band that will be taking the stage on the 18th is Jackie Allen and the Hans Sturm. Sturm. I'm not doing really well with these today. It is bass.
Oh, that's misspelled. Yeah, it's
Bass
Sturm.
meets voice. Yes,
Bass meets
Sturm.
voice. Jackie is a phenomenal
Yes.
jazz singer, so don't miss that. Also, the Hub and Soul Music Series has one more concert, September 27th. This is all at Union Plaza.
Yeah, the first set on September 27th will be Hot Dealers, followed by the second set with a very popular Rascal Martinez.
Okay. Last night, okay, we're taping on September 5th.
Okay.
Last night I went to the first of 3 concerts in the Nebraska Bluegrass Concert Series at Innovation Campus. It was fabulous. So you have 2 more opportunities, September 11th and September 18th. They open with a local band. Well, first of all, they start with food at 5, then the local band at 6, and then a national act at 7. And the local acts, the national acts, they're all terrific.
Almost one and the same, just with the quality of music that you're hearing. On the 11th, the McGovern String Band, and the headliner is Dew Pitney Meyer. The 18th,
That's supposed to be duo. I was
Duo. What are
typing
we
it.
doing here? We're having so much fun. And then the 18th will be the Shucks Brothers opening for 4-time Grammy-winning instrumentalist Andy Leftwich.
Yes.
This is support from Aloe and the Mill. This is right across street from the Scarlet Hotel.
That's
a
right.
place that I really encourage people to take advantage of, maybe spend the night after you listen to some great music, and get over to Innovation Campus for some great music.
By the time the music starts, that area is all shaded. You do need to bring your lawn chair, but food and beverage there, and oh my gosh, terrific music.
Yes.
Don't miss it. Okay, Lincoln Symphony Orchestra is presenting Home Again. This is its chamber orchestra concert.
Yeah, this will be at St. Paul United Methodist Church. There'll be some great music on behalf of LSO. Mozart's music, lots of great music from David Von Kampen, award-winning song cycle Under the Silver and Home Again. Great mix, great pulling together. Love what the LSO does in a great setting at St. Paul.
Yes, and composer David Von Kampen is a local
Yeah,
composer
yes.
as well, so chance to hear some of his great music. Okay, let's move on to theater. The Nebraska Repertory Theater is presenting an Oscar Wilde classic, The Importance of Being Earnest.
A witty and satirical comedy that pokes fun at Victorian norms and values. Set in London, 2 young gentlemen who create fictional identities to escape their social obligations. NebraskaRep.org, Diane, for more information.
I had the honor of playing Miss Prism in the Playhouse's version of this.
Did you enjoy it?
It was super fun.
Was it?
Yes, it was a great experience. Oscar Wilde is a little tricky to learn. It's a different kind of
Sure.
style of writing, but he's great.
Good.
Love this play.
Yeah,
Earnest.
get out and see it.
Okay, 2 great shows for kids and adults coming up. The first one, Nebraska Wesleyan is presenting Matilda the Musical.
Yeah, one of the most beloved characters in this of Roald Dahl's productions, an extraordinary girl with impressive wit, intelligence, and telekinetic abilities. Matilda quickly wins over her sweet, sweet teacher, Miss Honey. Great name for a sweet, sweet teacher,
Yes, it
Miss
is.
Honey. And together they dare to take a stand to change their destinies.
They have a brutal headmistress, Miss Trunchbull.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds brutal.
It's good. The music in this and the dancing it's fabulous. All right, Charlotte's Web then is coming to Lincoln Community Playhouse. This, of course, is about the lovable pig Wilbur and his spider friend Charlotte.
Yes, and Charlotte spins a web in a tale of love, friendship, joy, and a life and sacrifice. Is one of the most awarded and most beloved or best loved stories in children's literature. I remember it well. I remember the pictures in the book. I remember the story. What a great, great production at the Lincoln Community Playhouse.
All right, pigs on stage.
Yes.
Who knew? All right, also for some kids and adults, the LNK Outdoor Movie Series is presenting Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah, thank you to the Lincoln Airport. Thank you to Rachel Barth and David Herring for creating a great outdoor movie series in the summertime. They'll have food trucks, kids' activities, of course, bring your own blankets, chairs, favorite snacks. Enjoy a night out. All proceeds for this event, even though it's free admission, will go to the Food Bank of Lincoln.
Okay, don't forget to take your can of food and make a donation.
Bring an umbrella, because if there's a chance of meatballs, it could get ugly.
All right, and speaking of meatballs, we're going to move into our favorite segment, which is, of course, food. All right, we've got a new Rib Fest.
That's right.
That's cooking.
Yeah, Rib Fest 24, the folks at Faith Lutheran out in East Lincoln are going to take on Rib Fest. Bring the entire family, enjoy some amazing local barbecue and fellowship. There will be additional food items for the kiddos as well that don't want to take on a rack of ribs.
Sometimes they're a little spicy.
Yeah, a little
so-
spicy and a little messy right through
Okay,
there.
SIP Nebraska is coming back to Hawksfield at Haymarket Park. Wineries, breweries, and distilleries from all over Nebraska.
Yeah, unlimited tastings of wine, craft beer, hard cider, and spirits. Should be a lot of fun. Purchase a glass to enjoy or a bottle or a 6-pack to take home. The thing that's fun about this is it's a great chance to get together with other people in the community, enjoy live music, play lawn games, and enjoy the beautiful fall atmosphere at Haymarket Park. Salt Dogs have wrapped up their home series, and they're going to take a break, but it's good to be able to use Haymarket Park in the off-season for other activities.
And again, with unlimited tastings, you'll want a designated driver.
That would be important.
That would be
Yes.
important.
Nice
Okay,
job.
we've got a couple Oktoberfests as promised. The first one is at White Elm on September 21st, and this features something called a Stein hoist competition.
Have you seen
So-
this done?
No, how big are the steins?
They're full-size steins. They're full of beer.
See how long you can
Out
hold
here.
them? Really?
Out here. I'm already shaking, not holding any. This is a lot of fun, and White Elm does a great job with their beer, and to be able to do a Stein hoist competition. More on their Facebook page, White Elm Brewing.
Okay, and Beer House Schuler is having its Oktoberfest. This actually takes place at 2 locations. It
Yeah.
takes place at the business, but also at the Germans from Russia Museum, and then they've got the pedal cab going in
Yeah,
between.
There's a lot of family history from Germans from Russia. I'm one of them. My great-grandparents came over. This is a fun event to be able to draw together what they're doing at Beer House and what they're doing at the museum. There will be the opportunity, if you started at the Beer House, to jump on a group therapy bike and bike yourself down to the Germans from Russia Museum. We'll say on the side streets of Lincoln to be safe. Lots of great things, including games, Dutch hop music, a bouncy house. They actually have a little town at the Germans from Russia Museum as well for people to enjoy. So celebrate the heritage between those two great institutions.
Okay. Unfortunately, farmers market season is coming to an end. I'm going to run through the final dates for all our farmers markets. The historic Haymarket Farmers Market, Saturdays through October 12th. The Sunday Farmers Market at College View runs Sundays through October 13th. We've got Uni Place Makers Mark, September 15th. The Hub Farmers Market runs Wednesdays through September 25th. And then Thursday Farmers Market in Fallbrook, there's one on September 19th. And then it's done.
That's it.
It'll be back soon.
What are you going to do for your kolaches and fresh produce and
Oh, maybe I'll take up baking.
well, really?
I know.
Maybe next month we'll enjoy some of Diane's baking.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. All right.
I
well,
tend to burn things. So,
So let's go to farmers markets and
okay.
enjoy, right?
All right.
Okay.
If you're not done shopping, you can head out to the Sandhills Global Event Center for the Totally Rad Vintage Fest.
Totally rad. Should be a lot of fun. Vendors will specialize in clothing and accessories from the 80s, 90s, the Y2K era, while also offering a selection of toys, home goods, and more to complete your nostalgic shopping experience. Sandhills Global Event Center includes a free play vintage arcade, is including as well the Rad Rewind Museum with relics from the past.
My young adulthood is now vintage. That's
Yeah.
kind of scary, but that's okay.
That's okay.
What can you do?
Lots of character in that vintage.
Yes,
Lots of
there
character.
is. Yes, there is. All right. And we're going to take a look at what's happening at some of our vineyards. James Arthur Vineyards out near Raymond has, they've got a national comedian, Nathan Holtz, coming on September 21st. September 27th then is that ghost tour.
Spooky.
It features a mini paranormal experience.
Yeah. Have you had a
Ooh.
paranormal experience?
I'm not going to talk about it right now.
We should get you out there on the 27th.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
We should. I will probably evaporate. Okay, and then the haunted hayrack rides are coming up October 6th and 13th. Now we're going to go out to Deer Springs,
Yes.
which is east of Lincoln.
Yep.
They also have vineyard hay rides with s'mores. Yum.
That sounds really good. And by
All right.
October 5th, there'll be just enough of a chill in the air that's really going to hit the spot.
And then the very next day they have a cupcake and wine pairing. So
What
get
more
out to
can you
some of
ask
our
for?
vineyards. They
Yeah.
always have such fun events. All right, 'tis the season for runs and walks if you've had too many cupcakes and s'mores and all that. This is a new event. It's called Hell on the Hill. This looks hard.
Not interested. No, I'm super interested because this is a great event to benefit Healing Heights Foundation, and this event is a premier event. It's a 50-lap challenge on the sledding hill at Pioneers Park, Diane.
Wow.
Not only does this test physical endurance, but also symbolizes the myriad struggles and storms of life, including mental health battles. Great event, great support event to draw some attention to some truly concerning trends out there that you hear people, struggling with. So this is a great opportunity to get out and be a part of that.
Okay. Then the big one, the Market to Market Relay, is coming up on September 28th. It finishes in the Haymarket, so you can go join the party without even having to run.
Yeah, this is a great event. Just actually talked to Ben Cahoon a little bit ago. His team puts on the Market to Market Relay. It's a 76-mile course between Lincoln and Omaha. It's broken into 19 stages and a team finish with each runner taking on about 3 stages. There's vans that take runners from point A to point B, and things will all end up here in Lincoln at the Pepsi post-race shindig, which will be down in the Haymarket Polygon, and just a lot of fun, a lot of great things, food, drink, and entertainment, as well as an expo.
Okay. We've got a couple of runs and walks on October 12th. The first one, I'm going to try to get this all out in one try.
Thank you.
Turtle Liz Jen Monkey Friendship 4th Ever Run.
She nailed it. That's
did.
a 10. That's a 10 right there. Brought to you by Fleet Feet of Lincoln. It starts at 7 a.m. on Saturday. Run, walk, social to raise money for the Friendship Home.
Annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. This is the second annual one, is also October 12th.
Yeah, I love the folks, what they're doing at the Heartland Cancer Foundation. This fun 1.5-mile walk. Participants will walk along the Billy Wolf Trail and experience, again, food, music, and fun, and photo opportunities, and also an opportunity to hear from a breast cancer survivor herself, Sarah Lockard. Great story, great thing to hear from her. Very inspirational.
Another inspirational walk, Haymarket Park on September 15th. The 2024 Walk for Angels and Miracles. This is an event for parents with children in the neonatal intensive care unit, also known as NICU, and bereaved families to honor their journeys, raise awareness, and some funds.
Yep, a lot of fun.
Okay. Pumpkin Run, the largest 1-mile youth fun run in the nation.
I think they have some of the coolest T-shirts every year.
Really?
So, the Nebraska Sports Council puts this on. 3,500 elementary-aged runners every year, if not a little bit more this year. All runners receive one of the must-sought-after T-shirts if registered before September 30th. So mark that on your calendar and get registered early.
Okay, if you're more of a spectator, it's time for the Lincoln Stars. You know, the Salt Dogs kind of wind down just as the Stars get started at the Icebox.
Yeah, if I had a plea today, I would plea everybody to get out and not only support the Salt Dogs when they're in season, but the Lincoln Stars. Lincoln staples, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to amateur athletics. And so the Green Bay Gamblers, the Des Moines Buccaneers, the Waterloo Blackhawks, and of course the Omaha Lancers are going to kick off the season. Watch the website for game day promotions at lincolnstars.com.
The Lincoln, I mentioned we're taping September 5th. The first home game is tonight.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about some fun stuff for kids. Girls in Aviation Day. This is the second year for this fun event for girls ages 8 through 17.
Yeah, it includes food trucks, gift bags, hands-on activities, aviation company spotlights, and much, much more. Great opportunity for women and girls to connect with the aviation industry. Our folks at Duncan Aviation will put this on at their Aviation Hangar B, and it is a free event.
And the girls get to meet some role models and explore the airplanes, and it's a great idea.
We're going to be there, role models.
We're not
yet.
We're not pilots, but okay.
All right.
I don't want to talk about airplanes. I had long flights yesterday, and one of them was very bumpy.
I'll make an airplane. Hold on.
I don't think we have time for that, Jeff. Okay, we've got 3 events sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks and the Lincoln City Libraries. The first one, Creature Comforts. You get a chance to build a backyard frog and toad abode.
And learn how to attract amphibians into your abode. All supplies will be provided at the Walt Branch Library as part of a wonderful series kicking off with the Game and Parks and local libraries.
Then it is also Nebraska Reptile Month next month, October. Celebrate all the reptiles in your life. There's a family fun night, October 1st at Gear.
Yeah, crafts and activities for the whole family, including the chance to read to a reptile Great interactive exhibit here again, brought to you by Games and Parks and the Lincoln City Libraries.
I had a turtle growing up, and I wish I'd read to it. I think they're very good listeners.
What was your turtle's name? Do you remember?
Toodles.
Toodles the
Yes,
turtle. Not
Toodles.
Myrtle the turtle, but
No,
Toodles.
Toodles the
'Kay.
turtle. Yes. I miss Toodles some days. And like I said, he would have been a good listener.
There are other turtles out there, you know.
I know. I've got a bird right now. I'm going to stick to one.
Okay.
All right. At Reptile Art Day, there is a big art contest going on throughout the month of October. And this is a chance for kids to make an entry.
Yeah, join educators at the Gear Branch Library to draw, paint, or sculpt an entry. Again, live reptiles are going to be on hand there as well, so you'll get a chance to interact and be a part of a neat event. Great 3 events that we just talked about, and a collaboration between the 2 organizations.
And you'll find more information at the Nebraska Game and Parks Wildlife Education Facebook site. I must say, turtles are an underrated pet.
I agree.
They do have personalities.
They
so
do. Fairly easy,
That's right.
right?
Yep. Okay. Halloween is coming up. I know my granddaughters are eagerly looking forward and planning their costumes. We're going to start our Halloween segment with the Halloween market down in Denton.
Denton Farmers Market for a day of spooky fun at the Halloween market. There will be vendors, food trucks, live music, and activities for the kids. Grab your favorite guys and ghouls, see what I did there, and head on out for some spooky fun in Denton.
And my favorite name for an event, Eek at the Creek.
Can you say it a little bit? Just give it some more emphasis.
Eek at the Creek.
At the Creek.
Oh, you did- yeah, that was good.
The annual Eek at the Creek is a fun-filled trunk or treat just 2 miles east of Waverly at the Camp Creek Threshing Grounds. Come in costume and enjoy candy, hayrack rides, and concessions. Great start to the Halloween season.
Okay, if you want to support the Capital Humane Society, it's time for the Tales and Treats Trunk or Treat at the Pylock
That's
Pet
right.
Adoption Center.
They too will have a vendor market, trunk or treating for kids and pets, and a pet costume contest and much more. Love seeing pets in costume.
Okay, and Spring Creek Prairie Audubon Center is having its Hoot and Howl.
Tallgrass Prairie will welcome you with live music, activities, hikes, and more. Visitors are encouraged to bring their own chairs, blankets, picnics, and more. Enjoy a great fall evening on the prairie. Always talk a lot about Spring Creek Prairie Audubon Center as being one of those must-see destinations in the county. So this would be the opportunity to head down there.
Yes, it would. All right, it's time for something completely different. We're going to talk about the Big Red Brawl 2024. This is not football, it's not volleyball, it's not hockey, it's combat robots.
Yeah, this will take place at UNL's Kiewit Hall. They have a makeshift workspace that is run by the community, providing a meeting ground for individuals who share a common interest in science, technology, engineering, and art. This combat robotics team battle will take place there. And Makeshift has a weekly maker meetup on Monday evenings behind Turbine Flats. Great opportunity to see robots battle one another.
Battle it out. Okay, I'm thinking Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Remember those things?
Yes.
Loved them.
If you punched them in the right place, their head would go
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Or am I just dreaming
Oh,
that?
you got it right.
Rock'em
You got it
Sock'em.
right.
My son actually asked for one of those about 10 years ago.
That's
Wanted
actually,
to relive his
I bet
childhood.
you could find it.
Yeah, you never know.
Probably right there with that Hungry Hungry Hippos game, too.
Probably.
So I got to ask you, Diane, before we
Yes.
close. Got a big brawl at Memorial Stadium happening in a couple days.
Yes.
Any predictions? Nebraska versus Colorado.
I think Deion Sanders is going to go down.
Love it. Love
Yeah,
it. Big
I
win
do.
for the Huskers. And
They look
yeah.
good in their first game.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the purple today for Kansas State. of
She had to do
course.
that.
We're at
Right, she had to
Tulane.
do that. Bring up her KSU Wildcats.
Hopefully, the daytime game, my Cats will win, and the nighttime game, the hot new quarterback will
Yeah.
take on Colorado and send the Buffaloes home with a loss.
Should be a lot of fun. We love game days in Nebraska, and I will tell you that Bureau of Business Research study said that it's a $6 million economic impact on our community each game day weekend. That's a
That's
big
fabulous.
deal. So hopefully everybody has a good time, and go Big Red.
And I always enjoy, if I don't go to the game, I see the flyovers and the fireworks from the stadium
Yeah.
where I live. So
Right.
that is always super fun as well. And just watching the crowd, watching that
From
sea
a
of
distance,
red.
right?
Yeah,
I just love it.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
It's fun. It's that time of year, and so yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Jeff. Go Big Red and go Wildcats.
That's right. Should be a lot of fun.
All right. During the break, we're going to take a look at what's coming up at the Lead Center and at the Rococo. And then Tim Savona will join us from Pinnacle Bank Arena. And one more show at Pinewood Bowl we're going to talk about. So join us after the break. Welcome back to Out and About. As the Pinewood Bowl season winds down, we're getting ready for Husker Hoops at Pinnacle Bank Arena, as well as some big improvements we'll talk about a little bit later. Tim Savona is the general manager of both those venues and joins us. And let's talk first about Pinewood. Are we, with one concert left, are we on track for record attendance?
It's going to come down to the final show, so we'll just see. We got 2 weeks left to sell some tickets, so hopefully we can have a good closing and be able to share that at our next conversation.
It's all up to the Bare Naked Ladies.
It is. Go get your tickets.
Go get your
Bare
tickets.
Naked Ladies, September 18th. Happens to be my wife's birthday, by the way. Last show of the season, great weather in September. We'll see. We still got 2 weeks to get a good look at the forecast, but I bet it's going to be a beautiful night out there. Great music, great outdoor Pinewood Bowl style music, under the stars. 90s kind of rock, surfer kind of vibes.
A lot of fun.
Fun, real fun. Excited for this
So
show.
far, hopefully only one show had to move in.
So far, yeah, we don't like to talk like that, but
Okay. All right. Sorry to bring it up. Okay, let's move on to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Basketball preview, men and women have their exhibition games October 27th. They start their regular season November 4th. But there's going to be a couple improvements in place for those games.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be ready for basketball or not. The scoreboard project will be done next summer. It takes a long time to get all that stuff kind of ordered and built and things of that sort. So that's slated for next summer if all goes to plan. Same with the Wi-Fi. So the majority of that will come the following season.
But the new metal detectors will be in place?
We'll have them. I don't know what we're going to do with them yet or when we're going to use them or activate them. So we're waiting to kind of navigate that a bit. We'll see.
This is all kind of the planned improvements now. The arena, I can't believe, is over 10 years old.
Yeah, 11 years. Yeah, most of this stuff is all on like the master plan, and
Right.
the master kind of vision, and we're hitting that point, where it costs a little bit more money to do things, and then it's really important to us that we do things right, and everybody feels that way. Ourselves, the university, the JPA, who obviously supports and is an oversight team of the arena itself. When you talk about a scoreboard project, when you do it right. We're a Big Ten school. We're on national television. We're going to have these powerhouse events with Indiana and Michigan and UCLA and who knows what else. Hopefully we can
Right.
be a tournament site. You never know. So we have to have high level state of the art stuff. And the reality is that it becomes outdated pretty quick.
Yes, it does.
So if we go low now and we go on the cheap, so to speak, or on a lower budget, well, then it becomes that much faster outdated, and then we have that much bigger a problem, and ultimately you'll end up spending the same amount of money anyway in the same window of time.
Right.
So it's really nice and a great thing that everybody feels that the pride in the venue and says, look, we want this to be a high-level facility, and we want to maintain a high-level facility as long as we're able and have the means to do so. And that's an exciting thing to be a part of.
And PBA has been ranked as one of the best college basketball venues in the country. Are you looking
Yeah.
forward to the season?
Absolutely. We have an awesome fan base that comes out to the games. We have an awesome environment that's created at those games. And they tend to win at our place. So
That's right.
hopefully we can keep that going.
Any new food?
We will have some new stuff, yes. Yeah, we'll be putting out a release on that as the season draws near. We got probably about 30 to 45 days before we get, launching that. But yeah,
Jeff and I'd really appreciate if you bring us some samples
a little
next
taste
month.
test.
Yeah.
Test drive it for us.
Right here on Out and About?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll negotiate. Let's talk about some of the non-basketball events coming up at the arena, and we're going to talk about Disney on Ice.
Yeah, Disney on Ice, annual staple. It's September 27th through 29th, end of the month. We have a football away game that day. I think it's an away game. It's definitely not a home game. I don't think it's a bye week. Last year we had a home game on Disney on Ice Day. So sometimes that happens. This year it's a clear date as far as traffic's concerned. Just a staple event, a thing that you look forward to every year, that you bring your families out to, your kids out to, your grandkids out to. A lot of memories made through those events, and they've tend to become one of my favorite things to do. So.
A lot of fun for families. Okay, October 3rd, then Polo G, and I never know how to say this, Boss Mandilo.
Yeah, that sounds
Correct?
right. Or
Okay.
DLO, yeah. Polo G, Bossman DLO, October 3rd. It's homecoming week that week, so that's coincidental. definitely a hip hop show, fun hip hop show targeted at probably your, high school, college, maybe 20-year-old demographic is people in their 20s, maybe some people in their 30s, I don't know. But younger audience, a hip hop audience, a lot of fun. Love having those events for, those crowds and the younger generation. Again, you go from Disney to Polo G, and you just keep growing up, and we'll eventually get to Pink and Hank Jr. See how we cover the whole 2 to 72 kind of window.
Nice job. Okay, well, we're going to talk next about Suicide Boys on October 11th. They are one of the top 100 most streamed artists of all time.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's how, I always kind of joke. We deal with a lot of people and a lot of friends and a lot of clients. And it's always like, well, I never heard of these people. I'm like, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. The reality is sometimes we grow more wise and we're not as hip with what's going on in the trends. And that's just a reality. And that's part of what I think the fun of our business is continuing to embrace those various demographics and the various genres of music and the various age groups of people that are out there, so that everybody can enjoy PBA. Suicide Boys, there you go. I mean, who would have ever thought that was a fact, top 100 most streamed artists, but they are. We were grateful to have them 2 years ago. It was really big. Then they played Omaha last year. It was even bigger, and now we're pacing to be even bigger than that.
Great.
So just a group, an artist that continues to rise and bring a lot of people out and sell a lot of tickets.
Okay, and you also continue to bring in the legends in the industry, and
Yeah,
one of
Pink.
those is October 20th with Pink.
Yeah, Pink. I mean, it's so fun to have Pink. I mean, everybody's looking forward to that show. It'll be her 3rd time here, so we're very grateful for that opportunity. Acrobatic pop star, flies through the air, very just high-level show, high-level production, high-level team. It's a special night, and it's a Sunday night. I mean, I think that's great. It's a weekend. You can really embrace our downtown scene on a night like that. You won't rush there from work, so to speak, most people. Just super excited to have her here. I don't want to wish it too soon because time goes fast anyway, but
Yes, it does.
it'll be here next month.
All right, yeah. And a few days after that, then, is Brandon Lake.
Brandon Lake is a Christian artist in the Christian space, kind of plays some rock and roll style Christian music. Really big. I mean, if you look at his website and his tour, 70% of the dates are sold out.
Wow.
So yeah, he's doing real business, real numbers, good crowds. I expect us to do really well on that show. It's doing well now. We're not sold out yet, but that's okay. The ones that are mostly in the next 30 days. We got a little bit more window. But it's going to be a really big show. And again, we've made an intentional effort to really try to round out all the content, all the genres of music we can. And we went through a time where we didn't have as much Christian, and this year we've had a couple, and here's another one. So
Okay.
fills a
And then
nice void for us.
you mentioned Hank Williams Jr. on the 22nd, another legend.
Yeah, Hank Williams Jr. show. I'm excited to see how that shakes out because it's Friday night before the last Husker home game.
Right.
And it seems like it has an opportunity to really be a special weekend. It's a type of artist that I think appeals to many of those who attend Husker football games on Saturdays. I mean, they have 80,000 people, 85,000 people at their football games, so surely we can get a few of those coming over. But it allows us a great opportunity to showcase our community and our culture downtown. It helps people enjoy maybe an action-packed weekend if they want to sneak into a show before the game. So I'm really anxious to see how that does. He'll have support acts with him. They haven't been announced yet. I think they're going to get announced in the next week or two. So we'll look forward to that show, and it's doing well right now, and we'll see how we finish. We got a little while yet.
Yeah, stay tuned. All right. Then November 29th and 30th, right around Thanksgiving time, we've got Paw Patrol Live, Heroes Unite.
Yeah, Paw Patrol that's right after Thanksgiving. We haven't had Paw Patrol since I think 2018, so about 6-year hiatus. Another family show, another great kids show, bring the kids out. Hopefully everybody that comes to Disney will then come back a couple months later for Paw Patrol. I'm hopeful that the Thanksgiving connection helps us. A lot of people come to town to stay with family, make a weekend out of it. Maybe a lot of grandparents can take the little kiddos out and give the parents an afternoon off. So we'll play all the angles on that show. But we're really excited to have it back. They're a great TV show. My kids grew up watching Paw Patrol, and they're still into it now.
They're extremely cute.
Yeah, very, very cute. And, you know, I'd like to add, too, just a little highlight some of the private event usage that happens at PBA. We all like to talk about concerts and all the fun stuff like that and the basketball games, and that is really great. I mean, we love it, and that's, you know, the big stuff that gets the most attention. But we get a lot of use out of the venue on a regular basis with private stuff. We have some big tailgate events happening at the
Very
arena
cool.
on football Saturdays, you know. Oftentimes the visiting alumni will do something with us. Other times there's like a local business or company that will host a big kind of foray in advance of the game. So we have some of those going on. We'll have the Inspire Women's Luncheon. I think
Oh,
we're gonna
yes.
host that for
That's
the
a great event.
yeah, third or fourth year in a row we'll be hosting that. That's on September 18th. Really big luncheon event with, you know,
It
hundreds
is.
and
The
hundreds
whole
of people.
floor is full.
Whole floor is full, really big. We're hosting a sorority event on September 21st with a sorority from UNL and like a parent kind of interaction thing.
Nice.
We have Project Connect, October 16th coming up, which is another awesome community function utilizing the venue to provide and showcase services available to those who may need them. So just a few quick examples over the next 2 months where lots of things happening that are not maybe as well known or not as well.
Select audience.
Yeah, select
Yes,
audience, yeah. But
yes.
it's good stuff, you know, community use is important. It's a community venue and we like showcasing that.
All right. And yeah, got to keep things current, as you mentioned, with improvements all the time.
All the time. It's a big building, you know.
It's
I
pretty
thought
big.
at our JPA board meeting, they put it into the scale, which I thought was a really good way to kind of look at things. If you have a home, and your home is valued at, say, $200,000 or $300,000, whatever the number is, let's say you've lived in that home for 10 years. At some point, you probably need to replace your air conditioner, right? New microwave,
Maybe a roof.
maybe a roof, maybe an oven, maybe you want to redo a kitchen or a bathroom, I don't know. Maybe you need new bedroom furniture. These things happen. Well, we're no different. We're just an entertainment venue that's really big in scale that costs $170 million to build. So, you know, whatever that $5,000 improvement you need to do at your home is after 10 years or 12 years, that percentage, you know, bring that percentage to scale at PBA and you know, it's a few $1,000,000 for sure. But they're good updates, they're fan experience updates, they're keeping the venue looking fresh and clean and healthy, and allowing us to continue to do what we do.
All right. And you and your staff do a great job. Thank you so much.
Our staff is the best. They do an awesome job. We take it seriously every day. And the fans, I mean, they come first, safety comes first. But then the fans, that's why we're there. We're there for the people, we're there for the events, and that's never lost on us.
Okay. All right. And hopefully next month we'll have some new announcements. I know there's a bunch of stuff pending, so we might have
a lot of stuff pending.
we might have a long show next time.
I hope so. Yeah, we're doing, we expect the basketball schedule in mid-September usually.
Yeah.
So once that hits, it tends to dominoes start to fall usually.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Tim. And again,
you.
thank you to your staff as well. That is all for this edition of Out and About. I again want to thank Jeff and Tim for joining me. If you missed any of the events, stay tuned. We'll be rerunning the list right after the show ends. So until next month, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about.
There's a saying, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And from the outside looking in, you probably haven't seen much. Perhaps you've only heard of the cornfields and corn heads. Those are here, and here to stay. But look closer, and you'll discover where corn meets road is a group of people who make this place called Lincoln awesome. Here, strangers are welcomed as friends, and travelers are treated as locals. A place that when you leave is somehow unexpectedly on your mind. Like other growing cities, we've got it all. Award-winning local breweries, captivating museums, curated fine art, innovative cuisine, charming shops and boutiques, a rich tradition of sports, and a diverse selection of entertainment. Experience is what matters. And community, well, that's our pride and joy. It's why 297,622 people, and counting, call it home. So when you come to Lincoln and discover everything this big little town in the Midwest has to offer, remember, with every interaction, moment, and experience you have, don't just look. See.